Hello everyone, H.A.D.E.S here, and welcome back to Let's Play Daymare 1998. This is Episode 8. So last time we went into the sewers of Keen Sight, because of course, if this game is going to take design trends from the 90s, that means there also has to be a sewer level. You couldn't have just maybe skipped that part. Also, it seems like with Raven, we're having a very kind of meandering campaign compared to the other two characters. Like, there isn't really any cutscenes or anything happening with him. You just kind of wander from place to place, which is a little disappointing. Experiment Archive, an archive of several programs that test different types of BC weapons made by Hexacore Biogenetics on Keen Sight's population. Most of the pages are wet and difficult to read. Year 1952. Overview. Part of the Truman Project. Experiments were conducted during the later stages of pregnancy in the maternity ward of Sacred Heart Hospital through controlled infection of a biological nerve agent. The experiment did not lead to any progress with the selected subjects, but the children of those non-consenting guinea pigs unexpectedly fostered a new study called Daymare syndrome, of which Sam is one of those children. Status closed. Begin new experiments on subjects affected by Daymare syndrome. 1953. A joint experiment between the U.S. Army, Navy, and CIA in which tens of thousands of individuals were exposed to anaerobic bacteria spread via the air. On the Keen Sight testing grounds, a similar experiment was carried out using a variant of the contamination via drinking water. Status: in progress. Infected subjects placed under close guard. The same year, the CIA officially launched MK-Ultra, a program of experiments aimed to test new drugs and biological agents for the purpose of mind control and behavioral engineering. The agents and techniques that were used are illegal and tested on non-consented human guinea pigs. It's funny how this is, like, sort of judgmental of the process, but also they're just like, yeah, they're just fucking guinea pigs, who cares? That one also is an actual thing that the US did. MK-Ultra. Status: closed. New experiments started later on. 1960. Activation of the classified Project H.A.D.E.S fire. Navy jets took flight from a remote Pacific atoll and sprayed a 100-mile-long aerosol cloud over 5 tugboats. Within just a few days, the affected men became seriously ill and showed signs of epidermal deterioration, as well as damage to the respiratory tract. Status: in progress. Some of the remaining test subjects have been transferred to the Hexacore facility in Keen Sight for further analysis. 1970. After research was carried out at Hexacore Laboratories in Keen Sight and Fort Detrick, the CIA and DoD officially announced MK Naomi, a successor to the MK-Ultra project. It was established with the express purpose of monitoring and testing BC weapons on a human population. Status: in progress. To be merged with the Truman Project. I mean, say what you will about the other countries, but at least, Japan and Germany were testing their experiments on other people and not their own people. The US had no such qualms. And presumably still don't to this day. So what's our ammo situation? We got a lot of pistol ammo. We got like 40. Oh no, that's the 10 there of 50, so we have 2 boxes here of 9mm. 2 hollow points, don't really need those. We got shotgun ammo and slugs. So we're doing pretty good on ammo for the moment. Alright, escape through the tunnel. Hopefully that means we are getting out of the sewer. And I would think we are drawing close to... Ooh. That's a new boy. That must be what made the claw marks. Now the music makes me think I'm supposed to run away. I mean, he seems to have had trouble keeping up with me. Oh, no, there he is. What? The fuck was that? He, like, stunned me, which teleported in front of me? Well, he's got a glow on his back, so that might be where I have to hit him. Except he rotated in mid-swing, so... I think this is the way it was going. His little teleport was disorienting. Yeah, because we just ran past a collectible and that wasn't there on the way. See, this is like the rare place where a stamina shot would actually come in handy. Yeah, so they knew he wouldn't be able to keep up with you because of his AI, so they gave him a teleport. They knew he would get stuck. Because, I mean, what exactly about Caster would make people able to teleport suddenly? Okay, did he just teleport out of the level? I guess he's like, I'm bored of chasing you. So, at least we got a new kind of weird enemy. Though I have a feeling that is one of the unkillable ones. After escaping from the darkness of the underground water system, Raven emerges on the outskirts of town. From here, his journey to the crash site should be much easier, even if it means finding the Major's lifeless body among the wreckage, or if he somehow survived the horror. The truth is not far out there. I mean, we know that he's not going to be at the crash site unless for some reason he went there from the hospital. Also, how long are we going to be just playing as Raven before we switch back to Sam? Okay, more 9mm. I feel like if you were constantly testing bioweapons on a town for like 60 years, you might have run out of people to test on. Like, you think it would just be killing people a lot, and people would start moving out of the town who survived. I still don't understand how Raven knew where the crash site was, though. I doubt he could even see it from the apartment. It wasn't that big. It also feels a little weird how enemies in this game get no fanfare when they first appear. It's just like, hey, suddenly there's a new enemy. The only one who really got a cutscene was the first Spitty boy. Otto El Barto. Of course, a ladder that there's no reason we can't use that we can't use. Wow. I actually really did not think that last shot was going to hit him. A gas station called South of the Border, and it's Canadian, apparently. Sturdy Max tires. Christine. Oh, there's a Stephen King reference. They're just really going whole hog with not just the number of references, but the different things, like categories they reference. Movies, video games, TV shows. Colonel Ryback. You know, standing near him seems like a good idea, because he has like a shitty melee attack, where he just swipes at you. You stand too close to them when you pop them, and you take acid damage. %. That seems like a good time to heal. What is that graffiti? Bunch of monkeys? Alright, so I don't really know which way I should be going first. It looks like we can get inside the gas station. We got a road here, and we got a tunnel back there where I came from. Only I could just drive one of these, since there should be no reason that they're not working. I mean, they're not wrong. Great, I've got one bullet there. Regiment's movements. August 20th, 1998, 11:30 a.m. Crisis Response and Counterterrorism Division. Report number 1. Mobilization of U.S. Army troops to assist Hexacore biogenetics units in Keenside area. Quadrant 1, East Keene Site, Fortified Station, Town Main Access Block. Quadrant 2, North Keene Site, Downtown. Regiment conducting surveillance and investigation. Quadrant 3, South Keene Site, Port. Regiment encountered contaminated hostiles and declared an emergency, requests immediate support. Quadrant 4, West Keene Site, Gas Station, Fortified Station, Town Secondary Access Block, which is where we are now. August 20th, 1998, 8:21 p.m. Crisis Response and Counterterrorism Division. Report number 2, mobilizations of U.S. Army troops to assist Hexacore biogenetics units in Keenside area. Quadrant 1, East Keene Site, Fortified Station, lost communication. Quadrant 2, North Keene Site, Downtown, lost communication. Quadrant 3, South Keene Site, Port, lost communication. Quadrant 4, West Keene Site, Gas Station, garrison cut off and in danger of impending hostile attack. Calls for implementation of clean slate protocol by headquarters. I mean, again, this problem is going to clean itself up in, like, a day or two. Once they all melt into goop. I still don't really understand how units of the military were wiped out by, you know, shuffling zombie people. Like, sure, a couple of them are spitty and a couple of them are clawy. But considering I can take one of those down with a 9mm, I think one of these, you know, 50 cals or automatic grenade launchers would have taken care of them pretty handily. I mean, they got a dead one in there. Report on H.A.D.E.S. Some of its pages are missing. It seems that the combination of CSR-03 castor gas and H.A.D.E.S, this last present in large quantities in the H.A.D.E.S operatives, causes a new type of gene mutation that's completed 10 to 20 hours after 0 hour. We call them castor H.A.D.E.S. During the transformation, the subject slips into a comatose state due to the immune system's heightened response due to H.A.D.E.S. After a period, the subject awakens, transformed into a sort of impossibly fast, highly resourceful, deadly creature that... So, that means that thing that we saw that was teleporting was one of the H.A.D.E.S members. Could have been Sandman, but probably wasn't. It was probably just one of the other ones. That said, Sandman would be Pollux, not H.A.D.E.S, or Castor. Since he got the vial shattered on him. So that would just be a regular H.A.D.E.S member that was infected. Which I suppose begs the question, how would they get infected? Because they've already said that, you know, bites don't cause infection because the gas is a bioweapon that's not viral in nature. So they would have had to have been H.A.D.E.S members who weren't wearing their protection when this happened. Okay, I think we got everything we can get here. think a military checkpoint like this would be a place where we could find a Magnum. There's another H additive. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back the way we came. Alright, let me just walk all the way around, because I can't go over a small curb. So somewhere around here there should be a generator. I mean, he's gonna get back up, but let's take a moment to reload. Meanwhile, he does not even react the slightest to that shotgun blast. A little bit of an execution there. Okay, we got a... Wait, is he swiping a card? He's like... Okay, no, he's just kind of putting his palm out. I was like, did we get a ID card at some point? Well, that is a dead H.A.D.E.S member. Don't think we have to worry about him transforming, though. Does look like someone shoved him in there. I don't think you can accidentally be wedged and impaled on a transformer like that. Okay, you got a tunnel going down with bloodstains. Are we going to get any context for what we just picked up? H.A.D.E.S report. H.A.D.E.S Golden Fleece. Use. Antiviral used exclusively to stem and eliminate the replication of Pollux infected cells in subjects who not present a prolonged infection. In the case of prolonged infection, in fact, only 36 hours is enough, intracellular fusion is such that the process becomes irreversible. Composition. Composed mostly of concentrated doses of hormones mixed with a serum extracted from the hybrid jellyfish of the Norfolk Islands. Conceptually, the high dose of hormones goes to anesthetize the cells affected by the virus, making them passive and blocking their replication, while the regenerative capacity derived from jellyfish is used with a process whereby infected cells are themselves victims of regeneration and are therefore regenerate until they are healthy. Not regenerated, just regenerate. Also, let's take his chip. Agent Crane. That's a magazine that I don't have room for. Alright, I guess him being wedged in there does not actually affect the power's ability to function. I could drop something for a magazine. I mean, I don't want to waste my H additives. I guess I could use the stamina fluid. But I feel like with our small inventory, carrying a second magazine is almost a waste. Alright, I have a feeling there should be another hive terminal down here, since this just seems like a side area. Special slugs, another chip. So there's our hive terminal there. What else do we got over here? Inventory full. Oh, there's two folks from Invader Studios. Alright, I guess, well, I'll deposit my 50 because we don't have anything to use that with yet. Toss one of the shots in there, or the H.A.D.E.S. We've picked up a decent number of these. Enough is enough. I can't go on like this anymore. They're kids. Just kids. Whether or not they're mine, it doesn't matter. I can't rely on the fact that my little guy won't be subjected to the same ungodly treatment just because I'm part of the company, while the children are my friends and the town risk spending the rest of their lives between clinics and hospitals, if not worse. I don't trust anyone, and I can't go for help. But what I can do is slow the devilish scheme by tearing the company apart from inside out. I feel bad about putting my colleagues at risk, especially since most are just worker bees unaware of what's really going on, deep underground. But it can't be helped. I thought tampering with Joint 19 would buy them a few months, but the company's already got a team pushed to their limit, slaving day in, day out, in inhuman conditions, and the flooded areas are almost operational again. At this point, no matter how risky it is to pull off in a broad daylight, the next logical step is to damage the drainage system by disconnecting the circuit boards in hopes that it'll buy me enough time to devise a more permanent solution. I know it's dangerous, but risking my life to save so many children is a danger I'm willing to risk. Oh, cool. Agent Crane just gives us one of these. Is it really just going to give me an additive for each of these? I thought we'd get something better. Alright, well, you know, if we ever find things to mix these with, they'll be real handy. So right now, we do not have any orange juice or anything else. I might as well save. Yeah, mental fluid, that's not very handy. Alright, let's head back down to the gas station and see what's actually in there. You know, instead of just waiting there and killing him, we'll just head on ahead and see if he catches up. I don't have the security card. Okay, so he was trying to swipe. I hope it's in the gas station then? Even if that means we have to backtrack up this path for no reason. Look back up the path in case he's coming up behind me. They do seem to like having you backtrack without real purpose in this game, just because that's what survival horror games used to do. Here's some orange juice. This is probably another hexacore file. Oh, no, it's an actual file. Soldier's Diary, August 20th, 1998, early afternoon. Although we were trained physically and mentally to handle extreme situations, no one can truly be prepared for a nightmare like this. When my department got alerted last night, we only had a few minutes to suit up and truck out to a small town in the middle of nowhere. I could tell it was no ordinary mission by our supervisor's stunned look. When is it ever when our anti-terror countermeasure unit is deployed? That being said, I never imagined something like this. We arrived at dawn after what seemed like an endless journey of mountain woods, and were immediately attacked by a group of crazies before we even had time to establish a perimeter around the gas station. We put them down like dogs when they attacked us, injuring some of my teammates. Our orders are to patrol the road into town and quarantine the entire area, so it's easy to guess that some kind of disease must have gotten out. Once the barricades were in place, we threw the bodies in a pile and burned them, while the medics set up some kind of makeshift ER to try and save the injured, infected subjects for their little science project. Despite all hell breaking loose, it's calm now, which ain't so bad because now I have time to make a note about what happened here. I feel surprisingly well. Evening. Looks like the next few hours will be the last for this town and its helpless inhabitants, maybe even ours. I heard Lieutenant Ford on the radio with command over at the dam. It seems we've been celebrating our victory a little too soon as the infected are tearing apart our men on the streets. Now we've lost communications with all units, and according to the latest comm, a horde of infected are making their way here. General McClintock has decided to proceed with the clean slate protocol and burn the whole place down, along with everything in it. We've been instructed to hold our positions and halt the impending attack until further orders are given. We're supposed to shoot to kill, regardless of who it is, infected or not infected, because they could be carriers of this fucked up disease. I don't know. I don't like the idea of gunning down innocent people, just like I don't like the look of my supervisor. From the start, we've only been given as little intel as possible about what's really going on here, but it's getting late now. There's nothing more to do but restrict access into town and keep those monsters at bay and pray to God Almighty that we live to see another sunrise. Marv. I mean, good thing he had time to just sit down and write that down. Nope. There's our Desert Eagle. What kind of bird name is it going to have? Because you know it's going to be like Tundra Hawk or something. Predator. Okay, I guess not. Heavy gas-operated, high-caliber magnum pistol with a maximum capacity of 7 powerful 50. Made in Israel and adopted by the U.S. Army. I don't think it was adopted by the U.S. Army. The made in Israel part is correct. They are, after all, the experts in overkill. And this would be the security card we need. Power station card. Also some stuff over here. That is a really tall table. That's like neck height. Hey look, it's the reused scientist lady from the beginning of the game. Nope, don't want to use that. Okay, inventory is full. I think I should be able to get the rest of this if I reload my mag. It was only one. Alright, and now we get to strut back up the friggin' path. The thing is, too, I think this game is 5 chapters, so we've got a ways to go, and it feels like we're kind of in the middle slog right now. Like it's kind of dragging its feet a little bit. I mean, I enjoyed the section where we were in keen sight, but the pace does not seem to be picking up now that we've left the town and are on the outskirts. Alright, what's behind door number 1? Is it a power station? Or does that just mean it's the door out of the power station? Hey, there's a little bit of ammo back here I didn't see. Nope, that is a helmet. That's not ammo. I mean, you know, maybe Raven could use a helmet. Not really much protecting his bald dome right now. This must be the crash site, which is still burning like more than a day later in the same spot. Not saying the fire would have went out on its own, but you know, it would have spread from here at least.
What the fuck are you supposed to be? Fucking hell!
Why are there multiple H.A.D.E.S boys here? Eliminate any threats. Okay, I guess they are killable. They make a really weird clacking sound when they run. Okay, not a bad sound on the Desert Eagle. Okay, we do also have 1 healing shot, so as long as I don't take too bad of a hit. Also, we don't have another magazine for this, so I don't know if we're going to be able to reload it.
Oh, crap.
Well, I gave you a lot of shotgun ammo there. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, finish them off when they're in this mode. Oh, shit. I put my shotgun away. See, I want to switch to the slugs, but I'm pressing the button that's supposed to bring up, you know, the quick slot thing, and that's not happening. Oh, it's E to switch ammo. Okay, so start loading slugs in when I reload. I'm surprised I haven't got hit yet. These guys are less dangerous when they don't teleport. Also, this is really the first boss fight we've had. And even then, it's just with 2 guys. I think we got one. Yeah, so I think you do just have to shoot them in their goopy tubes. This is a pretty dramatic, like, boss theme for just 2 random guys. Well, that was pretty straightforward.
Christ. What a mess. H.A.D.E., please don't be here. Thank God. Looks like he made it out after all. But where did he go?
Head for layer dam. They really called it layer? Like, hey, this is our hexacore layer? You are one ugly motherfucker. Guess we go this way. You know, towards the dam. That seems like a safe bet. Oh. There's an item there, but we got cutscened. Is it going to switch us back to Sam now? By a twist of fate, Raven somehow managed to defeat the deadly new menace that attacked him at the crash site. I wouldn't really say it's a twist of fate, I just shot them a bunch. He lets out a sigh of relief of not finding Sandman's body among the debris, yet there are still no signs of where he could have gone. The only thing that remains to do now is head for Hexacore's headquarters in the core of the Layer Dam and try to find a new way to establish a direct comm with the Major. And then we skipped ahead a bit, because you would have just had to walk through the woods otherwise. I mentioned this before, but I do like that all of all of his weapons are actually on him. Like, you can see there's the pistol at the bottom there, the shotgun on his back, and now he's got a side holster with the Desert Eagle. So that's a little detail I always appreciate in games, when you actually have the arsenal modeled on the character. I think that's how we have to reload that thing. It just doesn't have a magazine. I didn't take any damage, so doing all right here. See, now I would say we should peek around and see what we've got here at the start, but I know that if I do that, I'm just going to have to do it again when we start the next episode because of the shitty checkpointing in this game. So I think we'll end the episode here after that slightly dramatic boss fight, and carry on into the Hexacore facility next time. So until then, I've been Shadefire, this is Daymare 1998, and I'm still looking forward to seeing where this is going. Take care, everyone.